Hello and welcome to today's book chat. Book chat, yes. Sorry for the slip there. I'm talking to you from St. John's, Newfoundland, and we've actually had 2 warm, sunny days in a row, which hardly ever happens here, so I'm very excited about that. As you can see, I decided to dress very summery. So today I'm talking about a book whose cover kind of looks pretty summery too. MWF seeking BFF, and that's Married White Female Seeking Best Friend Forever. My year-long search for a new best friend by Rachel Birch, and I'm sure I'm butchering her last name, but such is life. So this isn't a novel. I don't know if you would quite call it a memoir or if you would call it self-help, but basically the author was documenting her year-long search for a best friend. Pretty self-explanatory. And she did this by deciding that she would go on a friend date every week. So for a total of 52 weeks, 52 potential new best friends. This book was interesting. There were times I was reading it where I was really engaged and just really engrossed and following along with it. And there were other times where I was kind of like, I could drop it, I could do without. But I stuck through, and I will say that I'm glad I am. So there is a lot to like about this book, and there's a lot I could have done without. And I would say that if you are interested in expanding your friend circle, if you've been having trouble doing that, it's definitely a book that you could find interesting. Now, there's other ways to go about it. I'm sure you could find blog articles online that would give you just as much information in a different way, of course. But yeah, I definitely don't regret reading it. And now I'll save that a little bit for the end. So the premise is what really compelled me to pick up this book. I saw it on a BookBub. It was a good deal. And when I read the premise, I thought, oh, that's exactly what I feel like I want to do. And I'd had conversations with my husband before saying, I wish I could friend date. I wish there was a Plenty of Fish for friends, which is actually where I met my husband, through Plenty of Fish. And as far as I can tell, there isn't, at least in St. John's, Newfoundland. There are in other parts of the world. How successful they are, I'm not sure. But I've even met people and come home kind of excited the way you would about a date and think, oh my goodness, is she going to text me? Is she going to call me? Could she be my new friend? Because it's hard, especially when you move to a new place, which is what the author of this book did. And I moved to St. John's a few years ago, where we have absolutely no family. We didn't really know many people, and the few friends that I made the first year that were really close and that I saw on a regular basis, they happened to move. And so I found myself for 7 to 8 months without anyone really to socialize with, except for my husband. Now, we had more what I might refer to as casual acquaintances or friendly acquaintances that we'd see at events or parties, but not the person that you could just call up some Saturday and be like, hey, I'm bored, what are you doing, do you want to go out? Or on a Wednesday night and be like, oh, I need to get out of this house, come with me, or can I come to your house? I didn't have someone that I felt that comfortable with. And again, it was the same thing for the author of the book. Now, she did have family and relatives in the town, but still, it's very different to have a friend at sometimes than to have simply a family member. And actually, the other thing that I really found interesting about the book, and no, you know what, I didn't find this aspect tedious, and okay, I don't have that up right now, but there was a lot of research and information that Rachel did about friendship and how that affects your life and the value it can give. So, for example, there is details about the fact that friendship or lack of friendship, loneliness can be worse for your health than obesity. It can be more harmful than smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being an alcoholic, something you wouldn't think of, just not having friends. And again, some of this research indicated that having a loving spouse, having close relatives, having children in your life didn't have nearly as strong as effect on life expectancy and general health as having a multitude of strong friendships. There's also a lot of info on how to be a better friend, from reciprocation to being the one to pursue to true dialogue. And yeah, so if you're interested in expanding your friend circle, this book is really interesting. And I will say that it had a positive impact on my life in the fact that after reading it, I started telling myself, you know what, you're not going to meet anyone if you do everything you've been doing already. You need to get into a new new circles, you need to try new things. So I did start joining some more meetups. I joined a snowshoe club type thing. And since then, I've added 3 new women to my life who I see on a semi-regular basis, who I really like, and I'm starting to get to know and have potential, I think, to be really good friends. So yeah, it definitely had that benefit for me. Again, this is, oh no, I lost the picture. Don't worry, just wait. MWF Seeking BFF by Rachel Birch. I'm not sure how well that came up if you can see it, but if you head over to my website, I'll have the link to the book. And also, if you're interested in women's fiction, I have a series that really centers around strong female friendships. Each book looks at a different woman, and they're all in a circle of friends. I've had a number of, sorry, I'm a little off today, but that's okay. Patience, right? I've had a number of people really stress that the friendships in this series is what makes it for them. So you can get the first 2 books in that series for free if you want to sign up for my mailing list, and you can find out exactly how to do that on my website, charlenegard.com. Have a lovely day.